So in my main 3 stocks I'm buying for July 2018 video, which I released a couple of weeks ago, I did say that if you guys got at least 100 likes on that video, that I'll post another 3 stocks I'm buying in July 2018 because there's just so many companies on sale right now. Well, as of recording this, you guys have well over 100 likes, well over 150 likes. So as a thank you to you guys, here is another 3 stocks I'm buying in July 2018 video with 3 new companies that are at a great value buy right now. So just want to thank you guys again for this immense support. I'd really appreciate it if we can get this video as well to at least 100 likes. But that's enough begging for likes for me. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Nick. If you haven't joined this community already, hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget to join our Facebook group, Positive Investing, completely free group. We have over 200 members now. Great discussions going. You can ask us about companies that you're holding, companies you're thinking of buying, companies that other people may have heard of that you haven't. There's a lot of great stuff you can learn in there, so make sure you join that group. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll leave a link in the comments section as well, so don't miss out. So anyways, without further ado, getting into our first pick for this video, we have Travelers Company, ticker symbol TRV. So if you haven't heard of this company, they're actually one of the Dow 30 companies, so they're a very stable company overall. What they do is they provide insurance, not only for users for their car or their home, but they also provide other types of insurance. More specifically, they provide business insurance if you own a business, and they also provide bond and security insurance. If you want to learn more about that, check out the company's website. They have a great about section, or you can just do a quick Google search to learn more about the company. So although they're a US-based company, what I like about them is they also have international operations. So they function in countries like Canada, United Kingdom, Brazil, just to name a few. So as of recording this video, they are down around 17% from their all-time highs, which is what initially caught my attention in this company because they're such a strong holding. They're a Dow 30 company and they're showing weakness even though their fundamentals are still strong. Speaking of their fundamentals for this blue chip company, they have a current PE of 15 and a forward PE of 11. On top of this, they also pay a 2.5% dividend. So you're not only going to be getting a great entry point for some good upside in the stock, but you'll also get some decent dividend growth over the years with a 2.5% starting yield. Now, if we take a look at the technicals for TRV, we can see here that they've come down to a support level that we've created from back in 2011. So this is a very strong support level for the stock. So since 2011, we've actually tested this level around 8 times, this one being the 9th time. So it's very clear this is a very strong support for the stock. Now, this doesn't guarantee that this level will hold, but what it does show us is that this is a very strong point where buyers come into the stock. So there's a very high chance that this will hold. Now, it could go a little bit below this if the market shows weakness, but I think that we can see some buyers come into the stock regardless, and this could push it higher. Now, it's currently below all of its moving averages, but what I noticed is we seem to see this kind of weakness in this particular stock about once a year. And 8 of the last times that this happened where we saw this weakness, it proved to be a good entry point and the stock bounced off and rallied strong. So if you've been watching TRV, this may be an excellent entry point. With a strong forward PE, a good dividend growth, and a Dow 30 blue chip company, this could be a good core holding in your portfolio. Getting into the second company that I want to talk about is Applied Materials. So these guys are a semiconductor play, and I really like this space because the more we rely on technology, the more we see things like smart home devices, self-driving cars, anything that's kind of futuristic. Semiconductor is what's needed for those things. Applied Materials specifically is often overlooked, and a lot of people don't even know about this company because companies like Micron, Nvidia, and AMD kind of take the spotlight away from any other semiconductor play. There's a lot of other semiconductor companies like Texas Instruments, Analog Devices that you may have never heard of because, like I said, AMD, Nvidia, and Micron seem to be the high flyers and the most popular ones in this space. So what AMAT actually does is they provide equipment, services, and software to help in the process and manufacturing of semiconductors. Then once these chips are made from these processes that AMAT provides, you can use them in things like your smartphone, your TV, your cars, whatever that may be. So one other thing that I really liked about what this company does and who they sell their products to is solar companies. So if you've been looking to get into the solar space, but you don't want to purchase a company like First Solar, which is a pure solar play. That company also, by the way, has been on a huge dip. Might be a good entry point there as well. I advise you to take a look at that stock and look more into it. But anyways, if you don't want to directly get involved with these solar plays, you can purchase a company like Applied Materials because their process and then the chips that are provided from that is used in solar companies. So indirectly, if solar companies start rallying, Applied Materials and other semiconductor companies will also follow suit. So in June, we actually had one analyst from RBC come out and downgrade the stock from an outperform to a sector perform, but they didn't really provide any price targets here, so we don't really know where they see this company or where they think this company will be going in the next year or so. Now, if we look at how much Applied Materials has dropped from its all-time high, we can see here that it's been down around 22% as of recording this video. If we see more market weakness, we can go even lower, but 22% right now, that's the discount you're getting on this company. They also have strong fundamentals with a PE of 12 and a forward PE of 10, and they also pay out a dividend on top of this of 1.67% as a small bonus for holding the stock and owning part of the company. What I particularly like is that since they're paying out a dividend, they're actually showing that they're financially stable. They aren't one of those crazy companies that pays out a 5% dividend just to get investors to get in, but they are paying out a small yield, and they probably will keep increasing this over the years if their business continues the way it has been going in the last few years. So I don't see a lot of downside owning the stock, especially at these current levels. But now if we take a look at the technicals for AMAT, we'll see here more why I like this play. So we're coming down to a support level that we've tested a few times in the last year, which was previously a resistance level from around 2012. So this is a major level for the stock, in my opinion, to test. If we dip below this level, I feel we'll find support at around $44 or so per share, where the 100 weekly is at. And this is again a very, very strong support level for stocks in general. Now I see a lot of upside here since we are down around 22% from all-time highs, and I see minimal downside risk for the stock, at least for the foreseeable future. Now the third company that I want to talk about is one I'm not sure if I've mentioned on this channel before. I definitely haven't gone in depth with this company, and that's Lockheed Martin. So Lockheed Martin is actually one of the largest companies in the aerospace and defense sector, and they pull in revenues of over $50 billion per year. So this stock, similar to this space that it's in, aerospace and defense, does particularly well when there's kind of conflicts in the world. So if there's countries that are, potentially fighting, or if there's any sort of disagreement between these companies, defense stocks usually do really well. So last year this stock did really well because there was a lot of tension, and recently it has been dipping off because all of those things have kind of settled down, cooled down, and we aren't really concerned about any sort of tension in the world anymore. Now that being said, this is when it's a good time to buy into these stocks, because if there's any sort of uncertainty that rises suddenly, there's more conflict that happens, these stocks will start rallying all over again, start hitting their all-time highs. And right now, even if you look at other companies in this space like Honeywell or Raytheon, they're all down. So they're all at a good discount right now. So if you look at this performance on Lockheed Martin, we can see that they're down around 17% from their all-time highs. So it's a pretty healthy correction in the stock, especially after their rally in 2017. So the fundamentals of Lockheed Martin are of course very strong for this business. Another very safe company to own with a 21 PE and about a 17 forward PE. And they also pay out a dividend of just over 2.5% as a bonus to hold this stock. Now, I personally don't think that this is going to be a stock that's going to be rallying as much as it did in 2017, especially not in this year. I don't see that happening. But it is a good play to have in your portfolio to kind of diversify yourself, especially if you're heavy into one sector specifically, tech. Either way, this is a good one to look at. And if you haven't watched my video on favorite stock picks of 2018, Ryan Scribner actually picked Lockheed Martin as his favorite stock for 2018. So I'll leave a link up here. Check that out. He has a great explanation. He goes in depth with why he thinks it's the best stock or his favorite stock. And you'll learn a lot from that video as well about the company. So make sure to check that out as soon as you're done watching this video. But anyways, finally, if we look at the technicals and the charts here for Lockheed Martin, we can see that we have a couple support levels to watch, one from 2015 and one from 2013. The first level we'll test is actually the 2015 level, And if that fails and we can't hold that support level, then I expect it to come down to the 2013 support level. And ironically, this also coincides with the 100 weekly at around 293. So this is a very, very strong support level for the stock. So there's a lot of support for the stock, and unless we see some accelerated sector sell-off or something out of the ordinary with the market, like a market downturn, I think that these stocks are pretty much close to leveling off before they start their rally and move higher again. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this. Appreciate all the support. Don't forget to invest positively, and I'll see you in the next one.